All right, I'd like to welcome everyone that came to the concert today. It's nice to see something of an audience. It's wonderful. I was just pointing out to the folks here in the ensemble that it was exactly a year ago that we closed the schools, and it's sort of an inauspicious reason to have a concert, but it does prove that we've been able to make some music, and we've been able to gather safely since the middle of the fall to get together with masks, and some of us have already had our shot and everything, so we're grateful for that's coming along. But so it's been a year, but we've been able to share some music together, and it's been a wonderful thing. We're playing two sets of music today. The first set is music that's written for the medium, for clarinet choir, by Gordon Jacob, and he's written a lot of music for clarinet because he's a clarinetist, and he's contributed significantly to the band repertoire and orchestra repertoire. He's very well known in England. He is a knight of the something or other because he wrote things for the Queen and for different things. He wrote a wonderful piece for brass ensemble or brass band and concert band together called Music for a Festival. So he's well known as for ceremonial music for the British Empire, but also for writing music for educational purposes and writing music that is accessible. This is music that was written for upper college, professional level musicians, and you think you'll enjoy this set of pieces by Gordon Jacob. They seem unrelated, but I think if you'll listen, there's things that connect them. What do I have here?
We'll take two balls first.
Switch them.
Start on the same song.
I'm sorry. We're playing the Gordon Jacob piece first, and somebody cut and pasted the programs wrong. I won't mention my name. That seems 4 times. I think you can clap if you want. That's what the egos of these people are bruised. No. Now we're actually going to play the Gustav Holst set. Gustav Holst, though this piece isn't originally written for clarinets, it was written for string orchestra. Gustav Holst, among all kinds of, he was all over the place as far as what he did. This was very early in his career when he was writing for the St. Paul's Girls' School, which is, I don't know, someplace in Cambridgeshire, I think. And then he went on to, he wrote some operas early on, and then he wrote a lot of orchestral pieces, including The Planets. But we in the band world recognize him as being one of the first composers, serious composers, to actually consider the band as something other than a military unit. And so he, together with his friends, his close friend, Ralph Vaughan Williams, began writing music specifically for the medium of the concert band. And so we have Holst wrote two absolutely glorious sets of, they're called suites, the suite in E flat and the suite in F, suites of music based on British folk songs for the medium of the concert band. And Ralph Vaughan Williams wrote a bunch of stuff as well for not only concert band, but for brass bands, because the brass band was a very, very popular medium to be writing for, since there were so many outdoor concerts and things that featured brass band music in Great Britain. So this is the St. Paul Suite, originally written for string orchestra, but adapted really, really nicely for clarinet choir. If you are a follower of band music, which some of you may be or some of you may not be, the last movement based on the Dargasan, which is the, you'll recognize the tune. What's the song? Greensleeves. I wouldn't come to it. But you'll recognize Greensleeves. The Dargasan is the, you know how in liturgical music, they'll list the hymn tune at the upper corner of they'll have the name of the hymn, and over to the side you'll have the composer or the text here, and then it'll tell you what the hymn tune is, and in this case it would be the Dargasan. And so it was familiar to everybody at the Dargasan. Well, we know what that is, and you'll hear. So it's like a cross between a familiar Irish reel and Greensleeves. So we think that I'm giving them just a little time to relax before we play. So anyway, so this is the St. Paul Suite of Gustav Holst. Really. last but not least, you can all get out your hats with the fruit baskets on top, if you brought them with you. We're going to play, did you bring yours? Well, we're going to play, it's an old standard called Tico Tico, and it was made popular back in the 1930s. And we think you'll enjoy it. We've had a really good time playing for you this morning, and follow us. We'll be doing another performance in May. We're doing a setting of at least a couple of the movements of one of the Dvorak serenades. We've got what's called an authorized version, because if they're unauthorized, they're not supposed to be done, of Bernstein's Overture to Candide, which is a really nice setting for clarinet ensemble. Then we're doing a more modern piece by Vaclav Nellivel, who nobody's ever heard of, unless you've been in band and been tortured by entertained by pieces by Nellivel. But it's another person that's written a lot for the Anyway, thank you so much for coming and watch for it. And we are starting up. We have enough brass players to start a brass ensemble. So we'll be starting a brass ensemble this coming week, rehearsing here as well. So they'll be performing in May as well. So keep an eye out. We'll keep you, if you have family that are in this, maybe you want to get on our Symphonic band, Nashoba Symphonic band mailing list when we get back up and running in the fall, and getting our brochures and everything that we'll be doing. We have a big season coming up. We're going to have our 5th anniversary year in our 6th year, and that's scheduled to be next February. I'm going to say the 6th. It's the 5th, rather. Saturday, the 5th of February, 2022, at Mechanics Hall. So we're planning a big anniversary bash for that. So keep that in mind as well. Got a big season coming, and hopefully everything will be, if the stars are all in the right place and everything's working, that's where we'll be. So see you then.
couldn't have been